Today we're going to be making a commander deck based around pets. Now I'm going to choose, because this is the first time I've ever done this, I'm going to choose the commander, Rukarumel Biologist. Loves the animals around the house. Now it's Wooburg, which will make this easy, so you basically can't go wrong with whatever you suggest. It's a 3/3 human wizard. Now, enters the battlefield. You can choose a creature type. You can choose anything. Cat, dog, mouse, rat. I don't think mouse is actually legal. Slivers you control and non-token creatures you control. So non-token creatures, whatever we have out there, are the chosen type in addition to their other creature types. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. And pay 3 tap, make a 1/1 colorless sliver creature token. But this deck will not be based on slivers. All right, starting up, we got Nalia with Birds of Paradise. So, okay, 40 cards are going to be mana sources. We need to figure out the last 59 non-mana sources. If you give me something like so we just got, well, whatever. We figure it out. But the show might end at 59 cards. Birds of Paradise. I mean, people own parrots. What's something more pet looking? I don't think anyone would own that. There we go. This looks like something that would be in a cage, maybe. Maybe not. Hold on. Let's get a legal card. What is this legal? That's a legal card. All right, Birds of Paradise, green 0/1, bird, flying. Tab, add 1 mana of any color. That definitely qualifies. So I'm on Scryfall. Apparently, you can make deck lists on Scryfall, and Frank, I can't compare it to Moxfield or anything like that, but I'm going to support Scryfall because Scryfall, I'm not going to say Scryfall supports the show, but it's really good for this. It's really good for this show. All right, let's see. We're going to go with Pacer Fan Forever's Brimaz. Yes, we need a little beef in here. Brimaz, the king of Oreskos. Now for a white 1 generic, we have a 3/4 cat soldier with vigilance. Whenever Brimaz attacks, we make a 1/1 kitty. And that's also has vigilance and also attacking. So effectively attacking for 4 power. Whenever it blocks, put a 1/1 cat also onto the battlefield, blocking that creature. Beautiful card. Added to our deck. Next up, Steven with Yoshimaru Ever Faithful. Yoshimaru Ever Faithful. How faithful is Yoshimaru? Oh, we're going to find out in a second. It is a 1 white, 1/1 legendary dog. Legendary, I tells ya. And also whenever another legendary permanent enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Yoshimaru Ever Faithful. That is a ridiculously clunky, what's it called? It's like a ridiculously clunky champion of the parish, no? Am I not wrong here? Very clunky champion of the parish. But it's got partner. You can have 2 commanders if both have partner. Well, we're going to put this directly in the 99. Nothing wrong with that. Toads with Rinden's. Oh, you wanted to make the topic of the show and you wanted a card at the same time? All right, Toads. Toads wanted a show about pets, and I thought this was a pretty good way of doing it. We have so far it's turning into like a cat deck. We have a white, green, red, 1 generic 4/4 dog cat. Now when you cast a dog spell, you get a 1/1 green cat creature token. Does that work with our Rukarumel? So slivers you control and non-token creatures you control are the chosen type. Oh, I was just curious if it would count. If it was like Painter Servant, if like we could have dogs and cats in our hand before they were even cast. Ooh, we got no music. Hold on, we will in a minute. We will in a minute. It's a bit rushed. I was trying to figure out how to make deck lists on Scryfall. So when the show is done, maybe I can even post the deck list for everyone to copy. You can fill in your own mana base. Okay, we have, so when you cast a dog spell, you make cats. You cast the cat spells, you make dogs. And you got for Naya, tap Rinensiri Inseparable. Deals damage to any target equal to the number of dogs you control. That's ridiculous. That could be a lot of dogs. Smithers, release the hounds. Also, you gain life equal to the number of cats you control. That's right. Because the cats are just saints, right? The cats are saints. Next up, Toilet Duck with Feline Sovereign. By the way, I mean, okay, this could be turning into hard cat deck. But, I mean, house pets, people have lizards, spiders. You know who you are. We have a 3 mana, 2/3 cat. Other cats you control get +1/+1 and have protection from dogs. Whenever one or more cats you control deal combat damage to a player, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment that player controls. Could be their Soul Ring, could be their Ristic Study. I love this card. You could have the cats early on, and then you play the Feline Sovereign and start destroying their board. Mana Crypts, nothing is safe while the Feline Sovereign's out. Look at it, just tips it over. You know, it's one of those cats just being a jerk. I'm just gonna put this thing down. We're just gonna knock everything down that goes through my path. If all dogs go to heaven, where do cats go? Good question. That's for heaven to decide, I suppose. Next up we got... Ooh, wait a minute, gotta add that to the deck. Did we add this other one to the deck? I don't know if I added that to the deck. It's added now. I gotta remember, I have to add all these things to the deck. Exotic Pets is a real Magic card, is it? Is it a legal Magic card? It is a legal Magic card. Alright, we have a blue-white 1 generic instant. It's like a fish. Now create 2 1/1 blue fish creature tokens with this creature can't be blocked. Then for each kind of counter among creatures you control, put a counter of those kinds on those tokens. It literally has pets in the name. That might even be my thumbnail for this show. Squiggly Boy Gaming, Minskin Boo, because Boo's a hamster, and who don't like hamsters? Also, this card's broken. Minskin Boo is our first insanely broken card for this deck. Okay, we have a green-red 2 generic 3 loyalty Minsk. Enters the battlefield, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you may create a Boo, a legendary 1/1 red hamster creature token with trample and haste. +1, put 3 +1/+1 counters on 1 target creature with trample or haste. Hold on 1 target creature with trample. Oh, so it has to have trample or haste. -2, sack a creature. When you do, Minskin Boo Timeless Heroes deals X damage to any target where X is that creature's power, and if the sacrificed creature was a hamster, you draw that many cards. Insane. Basically Ancestral Recall on top of Planeswalker. Essentially. Really, really, really strong. Go for the eyes, Boo. Go for the eyes. I didn't know something so small can be so dangerous. We've got Jess with the Poison Dart Frog. Anyone keep frogs and turtles as a pet? I checked. You can have them in captivity. Oh, people have so many reptilian things at home. We got a green 1 generic 1/1 frog with reach. So those flyers, they're not going to be bothering us anymore. Oh, also it's a mana producer. All right, we got a mana rock. Perfect. And also pay 2 poison dart. Frog gains death touch until end of turn. This is actually the perfect commander card. So it can block basically anything, it ramps, and also it's really good on defense. So if you don't use it for mana, it's very good on defense because no one wants to attack in exchange with your damn poison dart frog. Go straight to the deck. Straight to the deck. Station Disaster with 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice. How nice of you to adopt 3 blind mice. All mice need a good home. We have a white 2 generic Saga. Okay, chapter 1. Create a 1/1 mouse. Also chapter 2 and 3, create a token that's a copy of target token you control. We got cat tokens, we got dog tokens, we even have sliver tokens. This is a token maker that's going to double our tokens. And also chapter 4, creatures control get +1/+1 and gain vigilance until end of turn. For your information, you didn't add Minskin Boo to the deck. Oh, I didn't add Minskin Blue? Minskin Boo? Oh, yeah, you're added now. Thank you very much. Well, I can always double check this deck. All right, we got this much so far. To do a recap. We'll do another. Ooh, I have 2 Minskin Boos here. See, I added it already. How do I edit this thing now? I gotta edit my deck. We can't have 2 Minskin Boos here. Set count to 1. There we go. I know what I'm doing here, in my opinion. Okay, how do I get done editing? There we go. Everything looks beautiful. Can we count the world tree? People have pet trees. No. People have gardens too. Are we gonna call them pets? No, we're not. I mean, I understand people treat plants like it's a pet. That's not the theme of this show. For Ginka, what about Blood Pet? I don't think that one counts either. Okay, we got Toski. Bear of Sea. Isn't this a squirrel? Some people have squirrels as pets. I've seen it on YouTube. It's cute. Like, they call the squirrel over. I mean, if you got peanuts, the squirrel will always come to you. Okay, we have a green, 3 generic, 1/1 squirrel. Can't be countered. It's indestructible. Attacks each combat if able, but it's indestructible, so like, who cares? And whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you get to draw a card. Premium card to our deck. Absolutely premium. Petrify, it's got pet right in the name. You know what? I might count it. Isn't this a removal? It's like, okay, white, 1 generic, or enchant artifact or creature. Enchanted permanent can't attack or block. Its activated abilities can't be activated. I'm gonna count it. I'm gonna count it. We need removal in this deck. Alright, so we have Petrify. Has the word pet in the name. We're staying on theme, people. Okay, Arcanus Ultra. Domesticated Hydra is literally a pet. Domesticated Hydra. You know what? I know they're making it out to be a pet in the multiverse. No one in the real world has a Hydra as a pet. It doesn't even exist. Not even real. Next up. Can't Stay Away. What's that all about? Can't Stay Away. Ooh, it's got a bunch of cats on it. Okay, we have a black-white sorcery. Return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield it gains. If the creature would die, exile it instead. Also has flashback. Snap added to the deck. Love it. Lures the Dream Den is a cat. That's true. And when it's on the battlefield... Okay, it's a 3-mana 3/2. Also has lifelink. Forget the Companion. We are not playing by those rules. During each of your turns, you may cast 1 permanent spell with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard. One of the best cats out there. So good, it's banned in 4 formats. Oh, Islarf, you crazy person. Displacer Kitten. The cutest, most dangerous card in the multiverse right now. We have a blue 3 generic 2/2 cat beast with Avoidance. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. 100% we're adding this to the deck. It's turning, like, deeply into a cat deck. Mostly cat. I guess they have, like, a bunch of cats. Isamaru from Squiggly Boy. Isamaru! The dog, right? 1 mana 2/2 legendary dog. We need 1-drops. We need them badly. Pacers fan forever. Thank you very much for your super chat. Coma. Is that a snake? It's a serpent. I don't think anyone has if it was a snake, it would pass. Or do they have snakes in this game, right? Snake is fine. Serpent is not. I don't think what serpents do people have as a pet? I don't think anyone has serpents as a pet. It's not snake. I mean, that's a big snake. Okay, do you know what? You super chat. I mean, you didn't talk the talk. This is a snake. They literally have snake cards in this game. Pacers fan forever. All right, you made a donation, and you very poorly talked me into it. We'll put Coma into the deck. All right, next up. Henlo, Ragavan, Curd Ape. Or you're just throwing out all the monkeys. Ragavan. Are you allowed to have a monkey as a pet? Maybe in the circus, I guess. We have a red 2/1 monkey pirate. Deals combat damage to a player. Create a 2/2 token and exile the top card of that player's library until in stream you cast that card. I have no idea if this is legal as a pet. Maybe in some states. Jess, thank you very much for the super chat. You gave nothing. No mention, no nothing. You're the first person in a long time to donate $1. Just because you already did my cards. Okay, you're welcome. Who has yet to... I don't think a Blackbird got one. Snarling... Vermin. Snarling... Snarl Fang. Ah! Illegal. Can't play arena cards. Arena does not work with Commander. Parabob 5, Selfless Savior. Need more dog. Woof woof. We have a white one dog. Sacrifice it. Another target creature you control gains indestructible until end of turn. Gotta save our monkey friends. They just no monkeying around. Definitely goes right into the deck. Also a very strong card, just period. Dinglebag with Relentless Rats. People love mice and rats for pets. They are like so easily trainable. You can make them do tons of tricks for their food. Very fun animals. Just be good at training them, that's all. We have a black 1 generic 2/2 rat. Gets +1/+1 for each other creature on the battlefield named Relentless Rats. Oh. And deck can have any number of cards named Relentless Rats. Well, this is going to be so poor in this deck as a 1-of. If you need to fill in the gaps, if there's some, you know, pets in this list that you don't like, that's okay. You just get rid of them, add more Relentless Rats. Make it more to your flavor. Okay, we got King Ginger with dog meat, ever loyal. Dog fam stand. Dog fam rising. Okay, we got for the Naya colors a 3/3 dog. When dog meat enters the battlefield, mill 5 cards, then return an aura or equipment card from your graveyard to your hand. Whenever a creature you control, what are we gonna get? We're literally gonna get that one aura, that Petrify. Whenever a creature you control that's enchanted or equipped attacks, create a junk token. This card's gonna be stone cold junk in this deck, that's for sure. What do we not have? N99, we got Dream Lash. You can turn your opponent's permanents into your pet. Dream Leash. We got Leash. Okay, we have a blue 3 generic aura, enchant permanent. You may play Dream Lash only on a tap permanent. You control enchanted permanent. It's not very much in theme. So like we're turning our opponent's creatures into pets. I don't think that we stole their animal. That's illegal. You go to jail for that. Someone else's property. Okay, we got Daniel with Copian. What is this? Some people have goat pets, right? They do! Some people love having goats. Do you know what? There's a lot of people... I saw some a Reddit thread about this. What's like a pet everyone wants, but like regret? I don't know, maybe regrets? Not exactly. Regret's not the right word, but did not know what they were getting into was goats. So people like the idea of having goats. You get your own goat milk. It makes goat cheese. They like mow your own lawn because they just graze it. Problem is, you can't go on vacation. You need someone to be taking care of your goats 24/7. Like, them goats don't take care of themselves. Exactly. Those goats aren't going to milk themselves. Goat Hydra. That is so weird. Okay, we have a green X goat. Capricopian enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. Pay to put a +1/+1 counter on Capricopian. Then you may reselect which player Capricornian is attacking. That is weird. So like I attack you, you block, and I can pay 2 and then attack someone else? That's a sneaky goat. Only the player Capricopian is attacking. It may activate this ability, and only during the declared attacker step. That is such a strange card. Okay, we have some super huge super chats here. Okay, Emperor, massive super chat. Thank you so much. How about Karuga? There was a drug dealer in Mesoamerica in the 90s who had about 6 pet hippos that were released upon his death. So I think hippo counts plus donation. Okay, I'm going to donate one of these things. The fact that you are getting a hippo, a dinosaur of all things as well, onto the deck list is obscene. Okay, we have, what's it called? Simic 3 generic for a 5/4 hippo. We won't use this as a companion. We already have, like, a bunch of cards that disqualify it. Enters the battlefield, draw a card for each other permanent you control with converted mana cost 3 or greater. That's value. Easily going in the deck. Okay, next up. Starfire Dragon, Basking Capybara. Do you have these things as pets? This is definitely a zoo animal. We have a green 1 generic 1/3. It's a capybara. It also has Descend 4. Gets +3/+0. As long as there are 4 or more permanent cards in your graveyard. What a weird card. Next super chat coming from Dangerous One. Owlbear, Cub, or So Shiny. If OC doesn't work, no, that's fine. This is plenty good. Let's look at the Owlbear. Bear doesn't work, but owl does. It is a bird. So some people have owls as pets. As I learned from the movie Dumb and Dumber. 5 mana, 4/4 bird bear. You know what? If you're from Russia, you probably have a bear as a pet. Trample, keen senses. When owlbear enters the battlefield, you get to draw a card. That's value. We did Birds of Paradise already. Okay, next up, let's take a look at... Kano wants Frogify. Ooh, I like that. We need some removal in this deck, don't we? Oh, we have a blue 1 generic aura. Enchant creature. Enchant creature loses all abilities and is a blue frog creature with base power and toughness 1/1. Love it. Added straight to the deck. Pack leader coming from King Ginger. More dogs. The goodest boy. The art with the cape. Is it a different one? Oh, there is an art with a cape. All right, we're putting the art with the cape in here. This is a white 1 generic 2/2 dog. Other dogs you control. This is a Magic Online promo. Is there like a physical card? Okay, we have a physical card. Other dogs you control get +1/+1. Whenever pack leader attacks, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn to dogs you control. When you try to deal damage to me, you deal damage to nothing. So the pack leader leads the way. It's a superhero. A superhero, I say. Next up, let's take a look at Stars. Falco Spara, the Packed Weaver. Falco Spara, blue, white, green, 1 generic, 3/3 bird demon, flying and trample. Falco Spara enters the battlefield with a shield counter on it. You may look at the top card of your library anytime, and when you may cast spells from the top of your library by removing a counter from a creature you control in addition to paying its other costs. What? You can cast spells from the top of your library by removing a counter from a creature? I don't get that. What does that? What does that even mean? I like what? How much is removing a counter worth? I may cast spells from the top of my library by removing a counter from a creature you control. In addition, oh, I have to pay the counter to play the card from the top of my library. I got it. Okay, cool. Daniel, only if we have enough cats in the deck. Feline Sovereign. We do actually. Oh, we did this one actually. We did this one. We got it's on the list. Okay, Pacers fan forever. Loves the snakes. The Mystic Snake. Anyone have snakes as pets? This seems like, you know, I don't know any. This seemed to be like a thing when I was younger. You know, like, there was like a pet snake at school. I knew a few people who had pet snakes. I'm like older now. I don't know anyone who owns snakes anymore. Is that like a pet that is just going extinct? It's like, it's not cool to have a, you know, the damn snake can't cuddle me at night. Or if it does, it will like run away somewhere. Anyway, this is a blue, blue, green, 1 generic 2/2 snake. Flash, enters the battlefield. Counter target spell. They'll hate it. Nikachu, it was Owlbear Cub, not Owlbear. Oh, is there a different one? Owlbear Cub? There's a second Owlbear? There's a second Owlbear! Hey, there's always room for a second one. We have a green 2 generic 3/3. More bird than bear, that's for sure. Mama's coming! Whenever Owlbear Cub attacks a player who controls 8 or more lands, that means you, the green players. Look at the top 8 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Tapped and attacking that player. That's crazy. Put the rest of the bottom of your library in a random order. They're really trying to go after the they're really going after players who have big lands. Don't forget that I added you people are like, don't make me paranoid that I'm missing it. Do I have Mystic Snake on here? I got Mystic Snake. Mystic Snake's right over there. Don't do it. I don't want to go back, so I have to edit the deck later. Okay, Steve Cooper. Big super chat. Prowling Serpropod. Another snake. Make our pets uncounterable. And also donate 10 to the chat for the Pet Suggestions Council. Okay, we have a green, 1 generic, 4/3 snake. The serpent pod can't be countered. And creature spells that we control. All the dogs, cats, rats, snakes, serpents also can't be countered. Sorry, counter spells players. It's not your day today. Today is the day of the house pets. We did Displacer Kitten. Yeah, that's a big one. Ooh, Spore Frog from Big Bungus. Who doesn't like a good Spore Frog? Green 1/1 Frog. Sacrifice Spore Frog. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn. Yeah, you attack. It does nothing. Absolutely nothing. Add it to the deck. Okay, so... Okay, hold on. That was 1. Then we have Arcanus Ultra with the Asika's Chariot. I like where you're going with that. We make cats out of this thing. Okay, we have a green, 3 generic, 4/4 vehicle. Enters the battlefield, make 2 green cat creature tokens. And when Asika's Chariot attacks, create a token that's a copy of target token you control. You better believe we have a lot of tokens in this deck. Excellent in our cat, dog, everything deck. Okay, 3rd super chat we're going to give to Old Boy. Tower Winder for color fixing. Green 1 generic 1/1 snake with reach and death touch. When Tower Winder enters the battlefield, search your library and or graveyard for a card named Command Tower, reveal it, and put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, you gotta shuffle it. What does this have to do with color fixing for a card named Command Tower? Oh, you know what? I got that confused with Reliquary Tower. Snap included in the deck. What do we at? Okay, who else hasn't got a card yet? Dr. Nemo. Ichor Rats. Is it Ichor Rats or Ichor Rats? Blackback 1 generic, 2/1 rat. It's got Infect. Oh no. Imagine playing this as the first creature that we play. Everyone will have a complete wrong impression about what our deck is about. When Ichor Rats enters the battlefield, each player gets a poison counter? No. This is a great way to like make enemies at the table and just like get piled on. Everyone's gonna think that we're like an infect deck that's gonna kill them out of nowhere. For Ginkgo, since I got buzzed, yeah, you can have Stone Coil Serpent. Look, this serpent is literally a snake. I guess all serpents are snakes, but all snakes are serpents. No, all snakes are serpents, but not all serpents are snakes. I guess that's how it goes. The 0/0 snake. Reach, trample, protection from multicolor. Enters the battlefield with X+1/+1 counters. Great on turn 1. Great on turn 20. Very, very good on turn 20. Great quest. Does Grist count as a pet? What the hell is Grist? There are some insects. There's a lot of people who have bugs for pets. Is this like spider? I don't really know what the hell it is, though. It's an insect creature token. It is ambiguous insect. It's a bug planeswalker. I'm going to disqualify it. Until we know the origin story to Grist. No. King Ginger. All right, back to the super chats. Prize pig. Some people have pigs for pets, especially if you're on a farm. Prize pig does not exist. Prize pig. Sorry, the card does not exist. King Ginger. We're gonna donate to Maddie says, what's a EDH deck without Baleful Strix? Got the 3 best words in it. Draw a card. Also, it's a black-blue 1/1 bird. Flying Death Touch enters the battlefield. Yeah, you get value. It's one of the highest value cards that used to be in Legacy. Too bad. What happened to Baleful Strix? It's just not. It probably should come back. It's your time, Baleful Strix. You're one of my favorite cards. One of my favorite arts. Love everything about this card. The only problem is I never play a deck that I can actually use it. Okay, you go to the deck. You know what else we could do? We could also thank our sponsors, FusionGamingOnline.com. If you love this pets deck, you want to buy it for yourself, you can do it right. You can do it today if you go buy it from FusionGamingOnline.com. Maybe some of the staples of this deck are a secret lair, and you get 15% off Old Secret Lair, and single box sets this week. Also, don't forget, Modern Horizons 3 is coming around the corner. There's a single that you need that you have seen spoiled. You can pre-order it at FusionGamingOnline.com. And when you do, don't forget to use coupon code Nikachu at checkout for 5% off all your purchases. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place for renting Magic cards online. If you want to play this deck on Magic Online, well, you can do that easily by renting with Mana Traders. And if the deck doesn't work out for you, that's okay. You just send it back and you go rent a new one, because you can play Commander on Magic Online. You can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below. Save 10% off your first 2 months using coupon code Nikachu_7LH. Cool stuff. Okay, hold on. Let's do a recap. We have to do a little recap. What's going on in this deck? What do we got here? How many cards do we have so far? We have a million cards. Does it say how many cards we have? 16, 28. So we're at 28 creatures. We're definitely past halfway what this thing would do. It's Prize Pig, not Prize. Okay, I'll fix that up. So we have an Asika's Chariot, Frogify, Petra. We don't have a lot of interaction. We got a lot of creatures. So we're at 28. Yeah, we're good for like another 30. This is actually working pretty well. This is working perfectly. Okay, so now we're gonna look at Prize Pig. Oink oink. Green, 1 generic, 0/3 boar. Whenever you gain life, which is constantly. Put that many ribbon counters on Prize Pig. Then if there are 3 or more ribbon counters on Prize Pig, remove those counters and untap it. Also add 1 mana of any color. That's great. We need more ramp to this deck. You gonna build this deck in real life? Absolutely not. Next, you guys can build this. Someone out there is gonna build this. There's one thing I learned about the internet. If thousands of people watch this video, I would bet at least 3 people will build it. I mean, they may not have to even buy the cards. They would just own them everywhere. Okay, next super chat we've got from Kagan. Kagan likes to donate extra to get the card immediately. There's an unconfirmed MTG leak that has grist as little as worm-looking thing. You can donate this times too. Thanks for letting us know. Watch out for them grists. Oh, well, no. Does anyone have worms for pets? Let's say no. Was it a worm or a maggot? Because grist is clearly like a bunch of, I don't know, dragonflies or something. They will build it and wonder why they did. Well, as they do with every single deck. World Spine Worm. Worms, I don't know, are worms pets? I don't think so. I'm not counting worms. I can count fish. I can count a lot of things. Tommy Siddons with domestication. Is there at least an art that looks like domestication? Like, this is literally a goblin. Okay, do you know what? We'll counter it. We need some form of removal. This is the best we're gonna get. At least as the word domesticate. We've domesticated the dog, the cat, the chicken, everything. Ooh, Henrik, Curse of the Swine. Great idea. Curse of the Swine, blue, X. Exile X target creatures, and for each creature exiled this way, they get a piggy. A 2/2 piggy. A little piglet. Okay, now next we'll go with Matt McCloskey has Regal Caracal. Regal. Man, this deck is gonna be so awkward if we like draw, I don't know, half of our cat half and half of our dog half at the same time. Okay, we have a white 3 generic 3/3 cat. Other cats you control get +1/+1 and have lifelink. When Regal Caracal enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 white cat creature tokens with lifelink. I think this is seeing play in Pioneer. Like a blue-white control deck played this against me. Maybe to defeat the aggro decks out there and to gain a bunch of life after that. But yeah, this card was like sort of a bomb in their deck. I had to counter that damn thing. Temperance with Band Together. We got Band Together. Together, stronger than weaker. We have a green 2 generic instant. Not pet-like to me. It doesn't have a picture of a pet in it. Oh, wait a minute, we do. Only in Alchemy Horizons, though. Oh, no, this one does. Okay, okay. We're saved. Okay, we have a green 2 generic instant. If you play band together, you are contractually obligated to get the Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate version. Up to 2 target creatures you control each deal damage equal to their power to another creature. Target creature, love it. Next super chat. Basis Fan Forever said, like, I can't make the new time slot. Did you, like, change your job time so that you can make it here? Caustic Bronco. It is a snake. This is a very weird snake thing in Bobber. Okay, it's a black 1 generic 2/2 snake horse. When Caustic Bronco attacks, reveal the top card of your library. Put it into your hand. Then you lose life equal to that card's mana value if Caustic Bronco isn't saddled. Otherwise, each opponent loses that much life. That is insane. It's like Dark Confidant. It's like inverse Dark Confidant. Oh, you thought I was going to lose life? No, you're losing life around here. Anyway, it's also got Saddle 3. Saddle up, partner. Okay, who hasn't got a card yet? I don't think Avatar Woe got one. Reality Scramble. You guys have some great suggestions, though. Reality Scramble. Bunch of weird animals in the background. Red, 2 generic sorcery. Put target permanent you own on the bottom of your library. Reveal cards on the top of your library until you reveal a card that shares a card type with that permanent. That's neat. Put that card onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Also has Retrace. I like the idea of this card in the deck. We're gonna add it. Mike Tyson. Since when was that in the deck? Mike Tyson has a pet tiger. Jedit. Oh. Jedit. Ojanen? Ugh, this card's terrible. Yeah, also Scarface has a pet tiger. It's a 5/5, whatever. You donated. You donate and you shall receive. Turiat with Ox of Igonus. It's not bad to have in the deck. Okay, we got an Ox. For the people, I don't know. Some people have cows as pets, I guess. We have a red 3 generic 4/2. When Ox of Igonus enters the battlefield, discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. Wasn't this one? Ugh, damn it, I should have said house pets. No one has this card in the house. Well, I about bungled up in the title. Okay, we get an Ox of Igonus. Can escape for red and exiling 8 cards. What a weird card. Oh, wrong Jedit? Which Jedit was it? Jedit. Oh, the mercenary? Which one? Hold on, was it mercenary? I think you donated this a long time ago. I can't find it now. I'm gonna assume it's this one. When enters the battlefield, or whenever Jedit, Ojanen, Mercenary, or another legendary creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay a green. If you do, create a green cat warrior. Oh, the last one? It's got Forest Walk. Whenever it attacks or blocks, create a 2/2 green cat warrior token with Forest Walk. Whatever, you can have both of them. Later, we'll edit the other Jedit out. It was a bad Jedit. It was an imposter. An imposter Jedit. Oh, Daniel with Animal Sanctuary. Love it. Okay, we got land tap for a colorless. Pay 2 tap. And by the way, this is not going to count to our 60 cards in the main deck. Put a +1/+1 counter on target bird, cat, dog, goat, ox, or snake. Literally every card in this deck. Except rat. Wow, that's amazing. This is absolute banger card. Banger suggestion. Someone, you play Animal Sanctuary and it just all comes together. You know, basically the whole deck is based around this card. Next up, let's get Kagan. We could add a Canyon Jerboa. Yes, of course, the Jerboas. I say that like because I don't know what that means. Oh, it's a mouse. Okay, we have a white 2 generic, 1/2 mouse, landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Pretty good. I like it. Let's see. Hold on. I want to get the big Bungus Magoo getting Mystic Remora on here. Mystic Remora. I think that's a good idea. Ugh. We need... Here, we'll get Dominaria remastered. You got a pet fish flying in the air. 1 blue, cumulative upkeep of 1. But whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, you may draw a card unless that player pays 4. This probably is not the best Mystic Remora card, but like whatever. Or Mystic Remora deck, I mean. Next up, Pacers fan forever with Sakiko. Mother of Summer. Another snake. We have a 6-mana 3/3 snake. I have a feeling Pacers fan forever already has like a full-fledged snake deck. 100%. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, add that much green. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. My heart beats with the rhythm of the forest. It does it. Excellent work. Alright, we're gonna add it. It's been added. We're gonna go to... Oh, we did Selfless Saver, Anya. Yeah, that's already in there. Jay with Judge's Familiar. The little pet bird that can counter spells. I agree. For an Azorius, it's a 1/1 flyer. Sack it, counter target instant or sorcery unless you pay 1. You're gonna pay the owl tax? No, you're not gonna pay for anything. Questing Beast. Does this even have like a single... It's just a beast. No, it's qualified. There's no one has a beast as a pet. Okay, again. Do we have liberated livestock? Not yet. Yeah, everyone's getting the damn farm out. Oh, it's a cat as well, though. I don't see the cat part of this thing. Oh, I guess this... Oh, I see. It's all the animals. We have a cat. We have a bird. We have an ox. 6 mana for a 4/6. When liberated livestock dies, create a 1/1 white cat creature token with lifelink, a 1/1 bird creature token with flying, and a 2/4 white ox creature token. For each of those tokens, you may put an aura card from your hand and or graveyard onto the battlefield attached to it. What does this mean? Like we broke down the barn or something, and now they're free? I don't understand the flavor of this card. What a weird flavor. I don't think Larry Law got Swarmyard. Larry Law with Swarmyard. Ooh, tap out a colorless, or we can regenerate. Target insect, rat, spider, or squirrel. Snap going in the deck. Snap it up. Wait, look at that. Another. Oh no, yeah, another snake. Another snake. Scalding Viper. This is probably in his Coma deck or something. Or I guess not, because this is red. Okay, we have a 2-mana 2/1. It's an elemental snake. Whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana value 3 or less, Scalding Viper deals 1 damage to that player. But it's got Steam Clean! Return target non-land permanent to its owner's control. Oh, it's like literally petty theft. Return target non-land permanent. Yeah, that's great. Okay, we got some interaction in this deck. In the form of a snake. Squeeze that in there. Who does not have... What counts as a pet? Okay, any animal that you can think of that people use as a pet. That's what counts as a pet. Originally, this was supposed to be house pets. You know, spiders, snakes, cats, dogs, parrots, stuff like that. It's sort of mutated to include farm animals. Okay, Wandering picked Artificer's Assistant. Doesn't this like do literally nothing? It's a blue 1/1 flyer. Whenever you cast a historic spell, scry 1. So when we cast our legendary creatures, which a lot of them are in this deck, and our artifacts, which we don't have many of at all in this deck, we get to scry 1 off of this little fella. Okay, next up. Bryce with Avon Interrupter. It's a white, 1 generic 2/2 bird rogue with flash and flying. Enters the battlefield, exile target spell. It becomes plotted. Also spells your opponent's cast from graveyards or from exile cost 2 more to cast. That's great. All of a sudden, we're sort of spells your opponent's cast from graveyards. Okay, I thought we were gonna get more stacks. Like, seems like this is just great. It's just graveyard hate. That's fine. People have rabbits all the time as pets. It's a huge one. Okay, like 7 beavers. I have no idea what the hell this is. The Morphosis? Blue 2 generic aura, enchant creature. Enchant creature loses all abilities and is a blue fish with base power and toughness 0/1. We got some removal in this deck. We got a little bit more removal. It's like it's the only reasonable removal we have in this deck, it seems. Kagan, you need planes? Oh god, I don't know how to find this thing. Planes number 45 from GMP. I have no idea what that means. Hold on. Planes JMP 45. I think it's this one. This one, right? Okay, Google save me. Yeah, we can have that. It's got a little dog in it. We need basic lands at some point, one way or another. Who has Dandan? What the hell? Hold on, I think it's spelled Dandan. Just straight up Dandan. There we go, Dandan. Dandan? I guess it is a fish. We have a blue 4/1. But it can't attack unless the opponent has an island. And whenever you control no islands, you must sacrifice your Dandan. Welcome, Dandan, to the deck. Welcome, Dandan. Prince No Really with the Rat King. King of the Rats. We have a black 1 generic 3/3 Phyrexian Rat. Toxic 1. Oh god, we have a second card in this deck that can kill our opponents with poison. Other rats you control have Toxic 1. And whenever Chiromonix enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal any number of rat cards from among them and put the revealed cards into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of value out of that card. We get a lot of value. That is tier 1 jank. Okay, we got Steve Cooper with Kindred Discovery. Some card draw, and the Baldur's Gate version has birds. Okay, let's get the Kindred. Battle for Baldur's Gate. So this is a blue 3 generic enchantment. That, give me a second here. Enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Ooh, that's pretty good. Whenever a creature you control of the chosen type enters the battlefield or attacks, draw a card. That actually works perfectly with our Rukarumel Biologist, because we just named the card and everything in our deck will basically come into play just like that. Great card, great suggestion. Straight to the deck. Okay, we have 2 donated super chats. Maddie says we need a counterspell, we need Swan Song. We need to protect ourselves from ad nauseum. And there's only one better way to do it. With Swan Song, it's a blue instant, character target, enchantment, instant, or sorcery. And its controller creates a 2/2 bluebird creature token with flying. 100% agree. Tom Squires, K9. Mark 1. Robot Dog. It's a blue 1/1 robot dog. Negative. As long as K9 Mark 1 is untapped, other legendary creatures you control have Ward 1. I like that. Affirmative. Blue 1 generic. Tap. Target legendary creature can't be blocked this turn. And it's got Doctor's Companion. You can have 2 commanders if the other one is the Doctor. We do not have Doctors. We have nothing with Companion. We have a lot of cards that can double as a Companion, but none of them double themselves. need a second one in here. Who? I don't think Anna got a card yet. Filigree Familiar. Isn't that like just a useless artifact dog or something, or something like that, and just gains life? Oh, it's a fox. We have a 3-mana 2/2 fox. Enter the battlefield, you gain 2 life. There are actually fox sanctuaries out there, so I would definitely count it. And when it dies, or at least when it dies, you draw a card. All right, so you get some value one way or another. Add it to the deck. Love it. Squirrel nest. This is gonna be so clunky. Green, 1 generic aura. Enchant land. Enchanted land has tap. Create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. Alright. Gonna have them squirrel creature tokens. Next up, Kagan with Grolnok, the Omnivore. Thank you very much for the super chat. For the Frog Keepers. Maybe this deck will be so bad that it will be great. It's a blue-green generic blue-green 2 generic 3/3 frog. Whenever a frog you control attacks, mill 3 cards. Now, whenever a permanent card is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, exile it with a croak counter on it. You may play lands and cast spells from among cards you own in exile with croak counters on them. Cool. Card advantage. That's what we needed in this deck. That's what the doctor ordered. Who hasn't been on here? Who hasn't got a card yet? I don't know if Elixir got a card. Ancient Grudge with the Secret Lair art. Got some artifact removal. Secret Lair, huh? Oh, with the pug? Look at that card. Okay, it's a red 1 generic instant. Destroy target artifact. I guess we broke the mirror. And also it's flashback for a green. Shelby locked eyes with the ferocious creature as the glass began to crack. With one more lunge, she would break through and confront her nemesis at last. And it's split into like 3 nemeses at the same time. Okay, going to add some black. We have the Doom Weaver. Love it. Gotta make use of that black mana we have in our deck. Doomweaver, black 4 generic 1/8 spider horror with reach and soulbound. As long as Doomweaver is paired with another creature, each of those creatures has, when this creature dies, draw cards equal to its power. We finally have something for the spider fam out there too. A lot of spider fans out there. Here, hold on. Add to deck. Blacklands Geo with Kogla and Yidaru. What is this? Ape, dinosaur, turtle. The only one that qualifies is turtle. Okay, we have a green, red, 2 generic, 7/7. When it enters the battlefield, you choose one. It gains trample and haste until end of turn. That's quite strong. It's, drops down on the battlefield, ready to go. Got its coffee in it. Otherwise, it can also pick a fight with somebody. It fights target creature you don't control. So for 4 mana, discard Kogla and Yidaru, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment, shuffle Kogla and Yidaru into your library from your graveyard, then draw a card. Straight into the deck. Henrik gives a nice $1. Thank you very much, Henrik. I really appreciate it. I guess for that $1 we give it to somebody who wants this thing. Who has no card yet? I don't know if Hyena got a card. Oh no, we just did Yidaru. Sorry about that, Hyena. You're a little late on the draw. Hunter, Adorned Pouncer. This is like a cute cat or something. Less cute, more cat though. This cat looks crazy. It's got that crazy look in its eye. Also using its tail as a weapon. We have a white 1 generic 1/1 with double strike, with Eternalize as well. So for a white 3 generic, you can exile it from your graveyard to make a token. That's a 4/4 zombie. But it's still gonna have that double strike. Got early defense, great late game offense. Pacers fan forever with the Avon Mind Sensor. Avon Mind. Oh. Okay, 3 mana, 2/1, flash flying. If an opponent searches their library, player only searches the top 4 cards of the library instead. Suck it up. Only the top 4 cards. F the rest of your deck. Old boy has a mana rock? Okay, where's old boy? More people are... We got a second. Everyone's supporting old boy over here. But I can't find his card. Old boy, what do you got? Did you give up at some point? I love it when you post things like, thanks guys, instead of the card that I'm looking for. Okay, I'm gonna dig. We gotta do a little digging for old boy. Okay, we can't forget Felwar Stone. I don't get it. I don't get it. Is there like a animal version of this? There's a football. Felwar Stone. I don't get it. At 1 mana of any color that a land an opponent could produce. So it's like... Oh my god. You guys. Pet rocks used to be a fad. Yeah, there was a time people paid money for that pet rock. They should reopen stores. Official pet rocks. Buy your rocks. We got them. They've been bred in-house. Bred in-house. That's a very fancy... Okay, whatever. We have a mana rock. Okay, Nicholas. What about the Gitrog Monster? Absolutely, the Gitrog Monster. As long as it's a frog. It's all fury and forms. Gitrog Monster. Black, green, 3 generic for a 6/6 frog horror with Death Touch. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice the Gitrog Monster unless you sacrifice a land. You may play additional lands. You may play an additional land on each of your turns, which is going to be important for our deck. And also, when one or more land cards are put into your graveyard from anywhere, you also get to draw a card. Probably eats the other pets at the table, too. I officially did not get it. I required everyone else's help. I needed a lot of help. I looked up all the cards for Felwar Stones, like, I don't get it. I don't know what's going on here. Dinglebag, we got Swan Song on here. We got Swan Song. It's in the deck. It's locked in. I don't know if Nuclear Yoshi got a card. Raven form. Blue 2 generic, exile target artifact or creature. Love it! Its controller creates a 1/1 blue bird creature token with flying. Also, you can foretell it. Be a little sneaky. Little sneaky with our removal. Little very sneaky. Sneaky are us. Okay, King Ginger with, what the hell is this? Zola Toyak, the Smiling Flood. Oh, and you want to donate 1. This is a blue-green 4 generic 6/6 Salamander Serpent. So, this is going to be the exact same thing like with what was it, Pacers fan forever? They like got Coma on here. Salamander. Oh, Salamander might be a pet. Whenever the Smiling Flood enters the battlefield or attacks, put a flood counter on target land. That land is an island in addition to its other types, for as long as it has a flood counter on it. At the beginning of your end step, untap each permanent you control with a counter on it. Looks a little bit like Ditto. It's got the face of Ditto, body of God knows what. Add it to the deck. Okay, we're gonna get a donation in the house here. Temperance! Board wipe. Polymorphous Jest. I know what you're talking about. Polymorphous Jest. We have a blue 1 generic instant. Until end of turn, each creature target player controls loses all abilities and becomes a blue froggy with base power and toughness 1/1. It's like a board wipe in some cases. That's going to be a huge blow. One player attacks the other player all out and they think they're making the right blocks. You could even tell somebody, hey, I think you'll be safe if you attack all your creatures into their creatures. You'll probably be safe. Okay, now it's just time for Super Chats. Arcanus Ultra with, Kadira, Color of the Small. Brings the bunnies. Kadira, Collar. Collar of the Small. Green, white, 1 generic, Orc Ranger. It's a 3/3 trampler. Whenever Kadira, Collar of the Small, deals combat damage to a player, for each token you control, create a 1/1 white rabbit creature token. Beautiful. Brings... Hold on, can we count this? Brings a 1... Okay, it makes rabbits. I'll count it. And it's actually cute. There's not many rabbit cards in this game, really. There's not a lot of rabbit cards. Okay, Crowcore Games is vouching for Toilet Duck. Mischievous Catgeist? Oh, the Cat Spirit? 2 mana 1/1, deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. Also has Disturb. And when you disturb it, becomes a cat-like curiosity. An enchanted creature has whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. And if cat-like curiosity would be put in a graveyard from anywhere, you exile it instead. Going straight into our deck. Okay, Steve Cooper with Xenograph. Mirror can be maybe pets? Hell no. Xenograph? If not, donate to make this random mixed mash of animal slivers too. When it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Each creature you control is the chosen types in addition to its other types. Yes. This does not Zyber with me. Looks so dark. Looks like the pets are gonna get chewed up for like a science experiment or something. Legends of Grandeur has a rabbit on it. Well, it just goes to show how few rabbits there are in this game. Just goes to show. Okay, Star's been trying to get Leonin Arbiter on here for quite a while. Okay, it is technically a cat cleric. It's like half cat, half monkey. It is a white 1 generic 2/2. Players can't search libraries. Any player may pay 2 for that player to ignore this effect until end of turn. Straight into the deck. Let's see. I think he's arguing for a bunch of pet rocks, with this card. The Xenograph. Yeah, pet rock. Not gonna fly with me on this one. Let's give... Heaven Praetor has a rabbit. Oh, it has a rabbit, but it's not... The creature type is not rabbit. Okay, now we need more cards, people. Avatar of Woe, staying on track. Amphin Mutineer. You know what? I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling... This does not look very pet-like to me. Not pet-like enough. And it wasn't a super chat. I know this was a donation, but I'm just not feeling it. Feeling this one. Okay, what else do we got? I don't think we have... Okay, motivated... Let's go with Motivated Pony. I'm motivated to see what this is all about. We got 5 mana, 3/3 horse. Trample and haste. When it attacks, attacking creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. If a food entered the battlefield under your control this turn, untap those creatures and they get an additional +2/+2 until end of turn. That's value. Okay. Avatar was like, at least I'm trying. You are trying. I don't know if I can consider like a random salamander a pet. That one was a very ugly salamander at that. Who else does not card? This kind of pet joins you in your raiding and plundering. Yeah. Wait, that's the salamander. Luke! Placid. Rotten Tail. There's a Placid Placid what? Oh, Placid Rottentail. Okay, we have a green 1/1. It's a fungus rabbit. Sounds like that rabbit is very, very sick. Probably, like, you know what? If a rabbit walked up to me looking like this with mushrooms growing out of its head, I would think, wow, you're gonna die real soon. I feel so sorry for you. Okay, fungus rabbit. It's a 1/1 with vigilance. Pay 3. Exile Placid Rottentail from your graveyard. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. Activate only as a sorcery. Yeah, no raccoons yet. Oh, Maddie Matson said Pongify. Which one though? Is there a cute Pongify? No, I can't say. I really can't say an ape is a pet. This is clear zoo animal. No one has this as a pet for sure. Okay, the last free one goes to Quain. Iterant Meldler from Anna. We have this is a great one. Blue-white, 1/3. Tap. Each player may draw a card. Then each player who drew a card this way gains a singular life point. I like it. That can go on the deck. Okay, we got Henrik. Thank you very much for your super chat with Blex Vesting Pest. Well, I can look up Blex, not many blessed. It's a pest? How do we consider this a pet? It's a 3-mana 3/2, but other pests, bats, insects, snakes, and spiders you control get +1/+1. All right. And when Blex Vexing Pest dies, you gain 4 life. It also has the other search for Blex, but it's dead. With the top 5 cards of your library, you may put any number of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. You lose 3 life for each card you put into your hand this way. Mention some pets. So we'll add it to the deck. And then we got Minko. Emil the Blessed. A unicorn? Well, you super chat, so it's close enough to a horse, I guess. White 2-generic for a 4/4 unicorn. Pay 3, exile another target creature you control, then return to the battlefield under its owner's control. That will be great with all our ETB effects. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay Selesnya. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on it. If it's a unicorn, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it instead. Lovely. What does our deck look like? What is this abomination? Okay, we have 50. Oh, perfect. We banged it, people. 59 cards exactly, and the rest are, well, actually, we have too many cards in here. Feel free to remove stuff. Oh, wow, we have way too many cards. This is just the creatures. We have, like, no room for lands. Do we have any space for lands? What do we have left? How many cards is this deck so far? Does it say the total here? It divides everything out, but I can't see the whole thing. So we have 59 + 7, 2, 9. That's 68. 68, 73, 77, 80. Oh god, we have to gut like a billion cards. You know what, if I were to make an executive decision, I would probably remove all the cards that were black. Because we don't have that many of them. Or maybe we gut the red cards. We got red. You can gut red and black. Just gut the Rakdos, and I think this deck would be very slim. Lands are overrated. Just go with the 3 that we have. Yeah, we have, how many lands do we have? Animal Sanctuary, Plains, Swarmyard. Not casting a whole lot off of that. Not too many. Hope you enjoyed the deck. If you have any suggestions on what kind of deck we can build next, you can always let me know in the comments section below. Now, we do this show weekdays, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. You got to be there or be square. Thanks, everyone who supports the channel. If you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, or super chat so that other people can be part of the show. And, of course, we got to thank the coffee crew for being here today. We got Avatar, whoa, N99. We got my first account from 2008, sorry. Nalia, Toads, Nuclear Yoshi, Kano, Oldboy, Hunter, Arcanus Ultra, Toilet Duck, Jess, Dr. Nemo, Tom Squires, Procore Games, Eric, because you guys are the show. So as usual, my coffee crew, you keep brewing up them coffees, and we'll keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next